Greetings! Welcome to the devlog for update 51 of Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades. We're going to start off as always with a quick sound check. Make sure your speakers aren't up too high. Wonderful. So what have we got for you this week? Well, we've got a bit of a cleanup update after Meatmas, making sure we've got all of those new toys into the item spawner, into the take and hold weapon charts, etc. But along the way, I decided to go ahead and add a couple variants for some of the World War II firearms related to optics, as it had been asked about a whole bunch. So the first one we're going to take a look at is a variant of the M1 Garand. This is the M1 Garand D. Let's go ahead and pull that bolt back and load her up. And basically we've got an offset mounted M84 scope with this really nice clear reticle. Let's go ahead and clear our paper. Because we're only out to about 15 meters, we got to aim a little left of where we want to hit and a little up, I think. Oh, helps to actually take it off safe. Very nice, very nice. We can still fire through irons. Ah, I love that sound. So yeah, so that is the M1D. We've also got ourselves an M1 and M2 carbine, also with the M84 scope. This one is actually mounted center line. Remember that for the M2, we've got our full auto selector up there. Pull our bolt back. Take a look down. Delightful. So there you have it. That is the M2 that is scoped. Oh, I just realized there's also over here in the item spawner under SMGs, we've got a new variant of the M3 grease gun that gives it an integrated suppressor. So one more suppressed open bolt SMG with its hilariously slow fire rate. Beautiful. Got that. And yeah, so moving on from that, not World War II era, a bit later, but for our M16 A1 here, I finally went back and made essentially the handle sight connection there a type of an attachment type, so that we can pop on a this is a 6-to-24x scope, I believe. I'm gonna pop it to 9 there. Oh, we had already racked it. Let's take a look down range. Let's go ahead and clear our target. Oh, maybe not have it on full auto. Beautiful. Uncontrollable. And we've got a different one as well. If you want a simpler optic, we've got this beautiful little 3x 20. It's got this weird upside down sight post, which I'm sure someone thought was a good idea at some point. What's nice is it's got space beneath it, so we can totally jump back and forth between our magnified and irons view. Delightful. So there you have it. Those are the new toys. As I mentioned, everything that was added during Meatmas is now in the item spawner. We've got our new launchers here under Ordnance. We've got our LMGs, the open bolt SMGs are all in, our new tactical melee weapons, everything. So enjoy yourselves with that. So let's go ahead and jump out of VR now and take care of our other orders of business for this week.
Yo! So now that we're done with that, we're going to cover a couple quick pieces of business in relationship to the update first. Just some things to be aware of. The new firearms have been added to the take and hold loot tables. A number of little things have been fixed about, the 1911s that weren't compatible with each other in terms of magazine mounting are now all cross-compatible. They're consistent. The magazines, you can use the short or long magazines in either of them. Let's see what else. The stocks actually expand on the M3 grease guns. I'm slowly working my way through the various World War II firearms that have movable stocks that I haven't added yet. I haven't gotten to the MP40 yet, but I will. And then, really important for Windows MR users, especially those of you who are running down right at the sort of bottom of the hardware spec, and we're having an issue where you would try to go to pick up objects and they would fly all over the place. That issue is now fixed. It appears that Windows MR, when you're sort of V-syncing down for performance reasons, does it in a different way than if you're running a Rift or a Vive, and some Steam VR code was having a nasty interaction with that related to timescale. So I believe I have fixed that. I tested it in a beta this past week, and some folks reported, who are running on like 1060s, reported that it was fixed. So that should hopefully be all set now. Cool. So now that we've handled that, what are we going to do for the rest of the devlog? Well, it is the 5th, which means it is time to announce the winners of the Meatmas Holiday Ornament Contest. Before we do so, I wanted to just once again just send out a tremendous thank you to all of you. I was blown away by the response in this contest, the creativity on display, the goofy acronyms, the amount of stuff that was 3D printed, the bizarre things that some of you folks did with raw and or cooked meat, or meat with quote marks around it in certain cases. So yeah, so I wish I had, twice as many categories to hand out awards for, because there was a bunch of these were incredibly hard decisions. I was just, as I said, just blown away by things. So once we announce winners, I'm gonna, just before I get to them, the end of this video is gonna be showing off all of the entries, and in the next update, in update 52, I'll be doing a big sort of cleanup update to the Meatmas snow globe scene, and sort of permanently placing the winners in a little plinth to the side. Now that we've got 2 sets of them, I'm gonna sort of have a corner of the scene set aside for 2016 and 2017's Meatmas contest. So yeah, so without further ado, let's see, what category should we start on? Well, okay, we'll start with the a little bit of the booby prize, as it were, which is there was an attempt. And the winner is H3VR Ornament that diminishes operators' gluttony, aka hot dog, by Reddit user Kermit Fry, who took a particular interest in doing meaty experiments. This is one of 2 entries by Kermit Fry. The other one being a delightful, accurate, and probably absolutely gross to touch meaty rendition of the Calibri. But there was an attempt, was a category to do just a goofy, low-effort entry, and this one made me smile, so it gets the prize. Well done, Kermit Fry, and I hope you washed your hands after doing both of these. Moving on, we have the next category, which is Mom's Favorite. This one was come to by a small committee of moms. Many thanks to our moms and your moms and everyone's moms for putting up with all of us. And the winner is Hot Dog Cart Meatmas Ornament by user Dan T. Man. Well done, Dan T. Man. This is just absolutely delightful piece. Honestly, I want to know where you even found the base of it. I don't think I've ever seen a miniature hot dog cart. I adore all of the little details in here. It's just so sweet and cute. I think it needs a little figure to go with it at some point. You should talk to someone, one of the users who made a little wiener dude. So yeah, so delightful job, well done. All right, next category. So our next one is the I went to art school category. Beautiful color. And the winner is technically Artificial Meatmas Boy on Ukulele Rampage Inside Northern Expansion, or the Tambourine, by Reddit user ARBUC007. This category was a hard choice because there are some absolutely gorgeous, really well done, demonstrations of artistic ability. But the one that pushed this over the course is that this is by far the best photographed entry. And I went to art school, as someone who went to art school, it's not just about the piece. It's about the presentation. And the presentation of this one with the 3 beautiful sort of depth of fielded shots was absolutely 10 out of 10. Gorgeous, minimalist, elegant, and while still being meaty. So delightful work. Arbuk. I don't know if that's an acronym or your name for short, but either way, beautifully done. Yeah, just a truly elegant entry. Awesome. Next up, before we get to our meatiest entry, our best in show, we've got the one that you folks voted on, subreddit's choice. It actually came down pretty darn close, and I kind of groaned a little bit by what one, but so let's see what it is. It is Anton the Meatmas Wiener. That's right, my dumb face. I do want to say that I appreciated this year that there was a lot less of my big dumb face on entries by margin than last year, but a few still did make it in, and this one is I can see why it won, aside from the weird look on my dumb face glued onto this, but just the delightful little details on this piece. Just well done. Oh, by Blueberry 111. My apologies. I meant to state your username with the title. But well done. The community has spoken, for whatever that's worth. Awesome. And now our best in show, our meatiest entry is the Koberby by Zulix. This one I've been hemming and hawing and talking with folks for the past week on what should win, and I think that with our crowd, the things that really push things over the edge are the we've got puns, we've got a literal interpretation. For those of you who don't know, by the way, with the Colibri pistol, that comes from the version of the word that begins with a C, which means hummingbird, in reference to the fact that the pistol is tiny. In case you don't get the physical pun that this entry is, it's absolutely delightful. It's well made. There's this great gif of it just jiggling, which just made my day. Absolutely incredible job, Zulix. Your entry just made me smile. So delightful. So yeah, so for all of you who are winners, I'll be sending you a Reddit PM so that I can get your info, your mailing address and all of that. I promise I won't just mail you, an entire truck full of bologna or something like that, though that would be kind of funny. And to everyone else, once again, tremendous thank you. This content it's been delightful all month. To see entries coming in and seeing you folks talk about them. As I said, just so much creativity on display, and doing this makes me look forward to the holiday season, honestly, to a degree that I never have before. So, has been delightful. So I will leave you here with that. Next week we're going to be doing a first quarter of 2018 roadmap. I was originally going to do it this week, but the devlog was going to be too long between new toys, the contest, and that. So I'll catch you next week with some details of that in relationship to the sound system of the game and what to expect from the game in the next couple months. Until then, I'm going to leave you with all of our beautiful Meatmas ornament entries. Once again, Happy New Year. Thanks for everyone who is involved and everyone who is involved in the community. Hello to our new users. And thank you all for making this just such a wonderful community and a fantastic game to work on for you all. Talk to you soon. Peace.